The night was quiet, the kind of silence where you can hear your own breathing. I was lying in bed staring at the ceiling. My phone was glowing on the nightstand. 0317. I was just about to fall asleep when I heard it. Click. Not loud. Metal against wood. From the kitchen. I froze. The apartment was locked. I had checked the door twice, like always. I live alone. A few seconds passed. Click. Click. The cabinet door. Slowly. Carefully. As if someone didn't want to be heard. I didn't move. Didn't even blink. My heart was pounding so loudly it felt like it echoed down the hallway. I picked up my phone. The light burned my eyes. 0318. I started recording video, just in case. That's when I heard the third sound, rustling, like something being pulled out of the cabinet. Something heavy. I texted a friend. "Are you awake?" The message didn't send. Then a voice came from the kitchen. Quiet, calm, familiar. I found it. I didn't recognize it at first. Then I did. It was my voice. I sat up sharply. Silence. No footsteps. No movement. No breathing. I slowly got out of bed and walked to the bedroom door. It was slightly open. I clearly remembered closing it. Light spilled in from the kitchen. The cabinet was open. Empty. My phone was lying on the table. The screen was on. 317. The video recording was still running. On the screen, me, standing in the middle of the kitchen, looking straight into the camera, and saying, "You can go back to sleep now. I'll stay here." The recording ended. The phone in my hand vibrated. A new alarm was set. 317. Every night, I stood in the doorway of the bedroom staring at the kitchen, unable to move. The phone felt warm in my hand, like someone had just used it. I looked at the screen again. The alarm was really there. Every day, 317. I deleted it. A second later, it appeared again. No notification, no vibration. It was just there. I went back into the bedroom and closed the door, locked it, sat on the bed, left the light on. I didn't sleep until morning. In the morning, the apartment looked normal. No broken locks, no signs of entry. The kitchen cabinet was closed, empty. I checked the video history on my phone. The file from the night existed, but it was empty. Duration, 0 hours, 0 minutes. Size, 18 megabytes. I couldn't open it, and I couldn't delete it. File name found _it _03 _17.mp4. The next night, I decided not to sleep. I left all the lights on. I sat in a chair in the hallway, facing the kitchen. My phone was on the table. 0316, 0317. Nothing. I exhaled. 0318. Something clicked in the kitchen. Not the cabinet, the refrigerator. I stood up slowly. The fridge door was open just a few centimeters. The light inside was on. I stepped closer, and then I saw it. On the inside of the door, someone had written with a finger, in condensation, on the glass. "You forgot it here." I stepped back. The phone on the table lit up. A new file. Without my permission. Camera kitchen 0317. There was a camera in the kitchen. I had never installed one there. In the video, the kitchen, empty, 316, 317. I walk into the frame, but not from the hallway, from inside the cabinet. I open the door, look inside, and smile. It wasn't my smile. Too wide. Wrong. I take something out of the cabinet. The video doesn't show what it is, but after that, I stopped blinking. I left the apartment, went to a friend's place, anywhere. But wherever I was, at 317, my phone would start vibrating. No sound, no notifications, just vibration. And every time a new file appeared, The names kept changing. Closer 0317, almost you. Don't lock it. I didn't open them. Until one evening, the file appeared at 316. Name, you are home. I opened it. The video showed my bedroom. My bed, I was lying there, asleep. The camera was right next to the pillow. I could hear breathing. Slow, calm. Then a voice, very quiet. You think I'm in the kitchen, but I'm where you're not looking. The screen went black. The phone in my hand showed the time. 3:17. I was lying in bed. I don't remember how I got back. And from the kitchen, once again, I heard click. I lay in bed staring into the darkness, breathing evenly, trying not to move. The kitchen was silent, too silent. I didn't check my phone. I already knew what it would show. Time no longer mattered. It always returned to 3:17. I closed my eyes and heard a step, not from the hallway, not from the kitchen, from somewhere closer, as if someone stepped inside the room, but the sound arrived late. I opened my eyes. The ceiling was slightly different, a crack that hadn't been there before, or maybe it had. I couldn't remember. I sat up. The apartment looked correct, but it felt wrong, like a set rebuilt from memory, not reality. I stood and walked into the hallway. The kitchen was lit. The cabinet was open. Inside, there were no shelves, no dishes. Inside was a room, my bedroom. I saw my bed. I saw myself lying there, asleep. I stepped back and hit my back against something solid, a wall. I turned around. The hallway ended in another version of my kitchen, slightly different. There, the cabinet was closed. I was standing between two versions of the apartment. Then the phone in my pocket vibrated. I took it out. The screen showed a video, a live feed, label U/live. I stared at it. On the screen, me, standing in the hallway, looking at my phone. Behind me, someone was standing. But when I turned around in reality, nothing was there. On the screen, it was closer with every second. I understood. The camera doesn't show the future, it shows the correct version. I tried to scream. No sound came out. I tried to run. The hallway grew longer. The doors no longer led outside. They led into other versions of the same apartment. In each one, I was doing something slightly different. In one, I was sleeping. In another, checking the cabinet. In a third, already standing still, staring at the wall. Every phone showed 317. I realized it wasn't it that kept coming. It was me not leaving. I always stayed here, in this minute, and something else simply took the place I left behind. The phone in my hand grew hot. Text appeared on the screen. Select version. Below it, two buttons. Stay asleep, wake up. I don't remember which one I pressed. If you're watching this, the camera's running again, which means someone woke up at 3:17 and heard the cabinet open. I'm no longer sure I ever lived here alone. And I'm no longer sure that me is me, because sometimes when the lights are off, I hear someone in the kitchen quietly say, I found it. And the voice sounds right. 0317. The phone glows. The recording continues. Someone is lying in bed. Someone is standing in the hallway. Someone is watching from the cabinet, and all of them think they woke up first.